space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Watson. This is caught by Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Wentz now to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Wentz going to give this to Taylor, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Nifty move. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. It was Devontae Harris who got him down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Mostert, toss left side. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Houston. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over a 1st and 10 at their own 29.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a 14 yards. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Texans 7, Colts 3.
First and 10, Taylor now. Gets past one man, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Double.
Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 36 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 21. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz steps away. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st and 10, Watson caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Watson now to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's got this down to the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss to Mostert. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Watson. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Out of the gun, Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll run with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Forced it, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive. Right, making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 44, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Here's Watson. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On third down, here's Taylor. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. Oh, the spin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Out to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On play action, it's Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts add on to their lead. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the... Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. To try again after the sack. Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Operating from the gun. Watson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Flushed out right. That's to his running back. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Preston Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And it's Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now the try here for the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and 8 coming up. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. To the right side, this is Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Harris has it over the middle. And he's brought down. Watson on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He spins free. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. On play action, Wentz rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, for that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And
he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Faking the give, now Watson. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his pass.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
He gets it complete to Harris. That catch good for only a couple. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Preston Williams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. This is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's got room. 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Again, it's Taylor.
Room to run inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Wentz to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And down inside the 15 he goes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Texans, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.